Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. EA Sports College Football continues a familiar feel for us here on a Thursday night. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Here's the pressure. Trying to get away. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. The 30, the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Arizona! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going for a big play right off the bat. Brings it down on the right side. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. To throw, throw, it's Fafita. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
To the air, it's Jennings. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He did a great job finding some running. On that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run and goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking left. He makes a catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that is the way you set the tone, man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Back is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They believe they can run right here. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Finds his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Makes the grab on the left. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes a grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking for the score. To the end zone and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Takes it the other way. All the way. Touchdown, Arizona. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Under fire. Working the middle. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. With all those receivers in the... A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the right. That's a throw and catch you will put on the resume reel. Great footwork along the boundary.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Arizona runs out the punt team. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking to throw on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Fafita. Now improvising. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. He uncorks one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. First up, a look at James Madison going up against Appalachian State. And it's the Dukes, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. And it moves their mark to 8-1 on the season.
The Arizona offense coming onto the field. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Arizona runs out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off play action. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He hurls one deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover 1 and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll try it again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires it incomplete. They've got to come up with play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Trying to move them on the counter. Powers through the defender. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They'll give it to him again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That would be a devastating blow to their running attack if he can't shake this off. We'll check on his status as soon as we can. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. And he scores! Touchdown, Wildcats! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense in an empty set. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time it's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter.
Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Makes the catch. It's Knight. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. And the Mustangs respond.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. It's complete to the left.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Craig. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air, it's Jennings. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires toward the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, big moment for the defense now because you know you're one play away from winning this thing. You've got a one-possession lead. You've just forced 3 straight incomplete.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. I'd expect